Bruce, I've been looking forward to speaking to you because your execution of the two-step has been particularly good. You've started with us not very long ago. It's only been a few weeks at the end of February, and you chose to go down the route of a two-step, and you went for the 10K account. Really nice execution in both the evaluation and also the verification. First up, I'm always curious to know when I speak to people, because I do like a two-step myself. What's the reason for the two-step? Why did you decide to go down that route?
First I thought about was the affordability, because two-step was the price I am affordable. Yeah, that is the first one, and I want to test whether I'm capable to become a profitable trader.
It's a cheaper gateway, obviously. It's a more cost-effective way into trading, but you're absolutely right. There's no question that when you're balancing market volatility against your own trading strategy, your own psychology, plus you've got the prop account wrapped around you and it's giving you different trading rules as you're going through the process, it's a much harder game. So if you're able to achieve that, the sense of success when you pass, it's got to be it's got to feel a lot stronger.
Yeah, that's right. But honestly, I would say like I have failed for the past 4 years. This FTUK was the third one. The past 4 years I failed it because I trading was like gamble. So I told myself I had to change if I want to be a profitable trader.
From what you've learned over the past few years, and you said you've been doing it a while, what do you think that you've managed to do that's made the difference this time around?
Like I think like losing is just a journey. Some people like will be very negative if they lose a lot.
Yeah.
But if you learn from what you lose, then you are going to win someday.
Yeah. Tell me about your trading style then. How have you got, because we're looking at I can see you put your equity curve on the screen, but it is pretty flawless. There's very little drawdown in there. And certainly on the evaluation account, you had a 70% win rate against a 30% losing rate. You only did 20 trades as well. So it's not like you're aggressively scalping. Tell me about your trading strategy and how you've managed to arrive at this particular way of trying to trade.
I always told myself that you try to lose less when you are wrong, and you try to win right when you are right. Win more, you are right.
Yeah.
So I have a instant funding account, but that account wasn't performed very, very well because it was an account for me to like try to take some low quality trades to find out why it can't. Yeah, why it fail.
What about the way that you see the market? We've got on there, I mean, you're a gold trader. Obviously, that's very popular. Most people will be trading gold at some point, and it's very popular at FTUK. Also Ethereum as well. Why that combination? What is it about those particular markets that you're liking? Because if you've got the Ethereum, then it's obviously you're probably very technically orientated. Would I be correct?
Cryptocurrency, I trade most the past 4 years, including gold. So that's why I have experience on how the market is going to move. But recently, because of Trump tariff, the market is quite volatile. So I have lost some trades during that volatility.
You said to me as well that you're studying as well. You're studying banking and finance at the moment.
Yeah,
so in between your studying, how are you fitting all of that in? Because balancing your work life or what you're doing in your regular day-to-day life with your trading, it can be a challenge as well, because most of your trades, certainly on the evaluation, your shortest trade was 5 minutes. The longest trade was 4.5 hours. So you are an intraday trader, potentially a little bit of swing trading, probably a lot of scalping as well. Yeah. How are you fitting that in with your day-to-day life and all your studies as well?
So discipline and time management is very important. So I woke up at 7 a.m. and I analyzed I watched the news first. The news is very important. And the second is technical analysis. And also, like I would say, because not every day had the chance to enter the market. So I try to find, I whether want to scalp today or I want to swing trade or intraday trade.
Okay.
But most traders, they just focus on one like trading strategy.
So you've got some flexibility in there, because you're right. No, if you are waking up in the morning and you're looking at what you've got in front of you, knowing when to stay out is equally as powerful as knowing when to take action.
Yeah, that's right. And if that day I have class, then I won't be trained because I don't want to like mix all together. So my choice will be very confusing.
Yeah, I get it. That makes a lot of sense.
Like-
So are you then sort of, if you are then working on a day where you think, okay, there's going to be an opportunity here, are you glued to it, or are you putting the orders in, setting and forgetting, and then coming back at the end of the day and seeing how the market played out, or do you feel that you've got to be attached to it all the time?
I think it depends.
Okay.
If I'm very confident with the trade, then of course I will put it until it hit my target profit or my stop loss.
Let's talk a little bit about the verification level now. Same type of thing. I looked through the equity curve on that. No variation, very little drawdown. So you obviously know your strategy. But what I noticed is that the win-loss ratio just shifted a little bit. It was 54% on your win ratio for the verification level. Your obviously it's a smaller profit target as well, but slightly more trades as well. I'm guessing that you didn't make any changes to your strategy. So what do you think? Was there any difference for you trading the evaluation to the verification? Did you alter anything? Did you find it harder, or was it all just exactly the same?
Actually, all were exactly the same because both stages I used the same strategy, and my strategy is very simple and I would say very, very simple. Like everybody would know how the strategy works, but you just have to like back test or like I don't use demo account because when you use demo account, you can't really learn something. So I rather lose a little money in a live account rather than using demo, because live account would push you to be very disciplined because it's real money.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. There's I mean, as an industry, the industry will always say, if you don't know what you're doing, don't risk any capital and work with a demo environment. But in reality, when most people give it a go, it's good to have some sort of like skin in the game because of the psychological impact of actually trading real money. They're not the same. So I totally agree with you on that kind of and that kind of mental outlook on actually just having something and keeping it real, even if it's small, is different from doing it in demo.
That's right. I also recommend my friend to do the same thing. They are all beginners, including me. But I would say I started in this February to be serious in my trading. It's quite hard for the first 3 weeks. It's really hard. I lost a lot.
Yeah, taking it seriously is something that I think everybody arrives at, and the market teaches you these lessons one by one, and you'll keep making the mistakes until you stop making them. So I totally get where you're coming from. You've been trading for a while, and you've traded with a number of different prop companies, and you're with FTUK now, and you've passed your two-step challenge with FTUK. How's your experience been with FTUK? What do you think of it?
After I trade in it for a time, then I feel like it could build my discipline and also like my trading system, because I had to follow the rules and restrictions. So during this process, then I started to build my character, my discipline, because this like could lead me to pass this challenge.
Yeah. It's all I'll say is that it's clearly worked. Because you passed. So how having rules constructed around the trader, which keep you on track, keep you in the game longer, is obviously something that is a testament to yourself and your hard work as well. But it shows that kind of like nurturing can work, and it actually helps you get where you need to go. So it's obviously a good thing. What's your plan? Obviously, you're studying banking and finance. You've got ambitions to go right to the top of the finance industry. What would you like to do with your prop account now? Because you're funded with a 10K two-step. There's not a huge amount of people get to that stage, and we've got a very, very good scaling plan for you if you want to go that far. But how do you see? What would you like to achieve with FTUK from here?
Before I choose like entering this prop firm, I was finding job because I almost graduate, and I applied almost all the big financial institutions, JP Morgan, all of them rejected me. So I told myself, if they don't give me the opportunity, then I will be the one who give myself the opportunities. So prop firm is the one I could get big capital if I follow my trading strategy.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What a great ambition. It's really, really good to speak to you, Bruce. Thank you very much for having a chat with us, and congratulations on the account. The scaling is there. We'll get all of that authorized for you today, so you've got access to it, and we wish you all the best moving forward.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.